All right. Well, I have a fun little ditty I put together for everybody. I hope it turns out well. I hope that this is a great call. We are excited to launch our, um, excuse me. We're excited to launch our June team call, and it's been really fun to team up and pair up with Joanna and her team. And so I hope that you guys have also enjoyed it. It's been really, really sweet to do this all together and to just kind of grow together, learn together. Joe, I see you. So if you have any issues with what I've got on here, just let me know. So we are going to step into this month with some intention. We're really excited about it. This is a little off script. Well, actually, maybe it's not. Um, well, actually, it is. I'm going to go back to that. So, we had a great May. We're going to talk about that in just a moment, but it was really fun to kind of launch our Club 100. And so I feel like there's some energy and some confidence and some momentum that's brewing. And so that's why I said we're going into June with intention because we're done with May. May was crazy, but we're entering into a new month, and I think it's going to be really awesome. So we do want to celebrate. We had some fun wins from the month of May. We had enrollment growth. I know for my team, we had enrollment growth. Joe, did you guys have enrollment growth? I can't remember. Yes, she's saying yes
Yeah,
on
we
that.
almost we almost doubled our ads from last month.
That's incredible. We launched Club 100, which put in the chat just if you're loving it. Like, give me an emoji if you're loving Club 100. We had some amazing customer testimonies come in the month of May from all of us helping people. And then we survived Maycember. We also had multiple rank ups. My team had two rank ups with Brooke and is it Gina? No, Angie. She's not on social media and she's not been on any of our calls. Lacey, I'm sorry, Angie, I should have written her name down. And then Joe had Vanessa and Gina. Is that right? Gina? Am I saying that right?
Sierra.
Sierra, that's right. Gosh, I should have written everybody's names down. I'm so sorry. But we had four silver rank ups, which is awesome. And then you can see down at the very bottom, we had a lot of people earn the incentive. Sierra added six, so she earned double. And then I added six. And then my friend on the right, she added 15 in the month of May, which was crazy. So now we're going to transition to hearing the story of Sierra. Joanna asked her to share a little bit of her story. It's amazing. So I'm going to stop this screen share. And Sierra, if you don't mind just sharing a little bit of your story, that will inspire everybody.
Okay. So thank you, Joanna, for giving me this opportunity to share my story. I'd say about 6 years ago, I was introduced to Plexus, but mentally, I wasn't like all in mentally. I did it for a few months and I guess I just wasn't ready. And then, fast forward to about 2 years ago, another friend reached out to me and she told me about Plexus, but I wasn't ready. I couldn't afford it. And then I was teaching elementary supervisor. And then shortly right after she told me about it, I found out that I was pregnant with my first child. And she also told me about, how Plexus could help during pregnancy. But it's like, it was just so much on my mind. And then at school, it was just going through a transition, with the administration, leaving. It's just a lot mentally. So I just wasn't ready. I was like adding one more thing on my list to remember to do because I knew you had to take, these supplements at different times. I feel like it's easy now, but back in that time, it's like it was just so much mentally. Well, anyway, so I gave birth to, or during my pregnancy, I gained a lot of weight. Um, yeah, it just happened anyway. And then so I gave birth, and then I think it was about January, we had family pictures done, and I love my family pictures, but then when I looked at them, I was like, "Okay, something's gotta change," and I apologize if I tear up. And then, my son, he'll turn a year old this month, and I'm like, if there have been mornings, being a new mom where I would drink my cup of coffee and then sometimes even 2 cups of coffee, like, in the mornings just to get me, going to where I can mentally, do things. But anyway, I just, got to where I didn't have a lot of energy, just wanted to sit on the couch, as long as I can without having to that sounds so horrible, but, anyway, but what also drove that was, the older he would get, the more he would wanna go maybe outside and play, and, he's the only child right now, so it's like, who's gonna play with him, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so who's gonna play with him? Well, I'm like, "Well, if I don't do something, then I'm not gonna be there for him," and I wanted to be there for him mentally and be there all like, be present, not just physically, but mentally present there with him. So anyway, there's some more details, but I'll fast forward. Anyway, I reached back out to my friend and asked her if she was still selling Plexus, and she said yes. And so, I started what May 10th, Mother's Day is when I started taking the supplements. And I'll share this one story, testimony of what the products have done for me. Um, I think last week I'm going through the detox, So it's, not a lot of weight loss or inches. I felt like I gained inches, but anyway, it's that process. But something I noticed today, I had trouble sleeping last night. I didn't go to sleep till after 1:30, and then, my son woke up around 6:15 this morning. I had my cup of coffee because I usually just have it's, routine, having my cup of coffee in the morning. But I was mentally thinking, "Okay, I'm gonna take a nap when he takes a nap, whether the morning nap or the afternoon nap." I'm not kidding. I did not have to take a nap today at all. So I think I just have to say it's Plexus. It's the supplements. They're doing what I know what I've heard, for years, how it just gives energy. And that's just my little testimony of what the products are doing for me. And I'm excited about this opportunity to sell it so I can tell people what it's doing for me, and hopefully that you can do the same thing for them.
Well,
I have to jump in really quick because Sierra, you're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I was like wiping away tears. I'm like, it's so sweet. I love that you're willing to share that because it's so relatable and you're going to help so many people by sharing your story. She signed 6 people up last month, and I wanted to share a little bit of kind of how it came to be. And I'm just so proud of her. But also, she has like this before and during picture of like just 10 days from like starting her product. So she just started, y'all, in May. 10 days. And there's such a big difference in inflammation, which is so exciting. And so it's not always about the scale and the inches necessarily, but like you can see that she's getting so much healthier already. But we did an opportunity event on our, how we did those Thursday events in our stories pages, and no one commented besides a few like team people that I knew, like people here on our team, except for Sierra. And I was like, who is this Sierra commenting on my opportunity? I was like, she was talking about like, oh, $500 would do this for her family. I was like, okay. And so then I realized she was on our team and just like a few levels down. And so I reached out to her, was like, I'm so excited for you. And then we just started chatting. And then before we knew it, like we had booked her an event. And then she did an event, and she's like, because she was already posting before I even talked to her. I'm like, she's already sharing. Okay. Like I love her already. And like, so she hosted an event, and she's just like she has the ideas. Like she'll come to and she'll be like, "Oh, like what should I send? Like I want to send messages. What should I say to these people?" And so like we'll give her an idea, and then she just like takes action. And she earned over $700 in May, her first month, by doing that. And she doesn't have some crazy story yet. She has results. She has a little, like, she's seen those little changes, and they're going to add up to big changes. But she's just really excited, and she loves people. You can tell by how she just the way that she comes across. And I'm just so excited for like, this is just the beginning. And she's just so fun to work with. And so
and just what a delight. Like how brave you are. Joe got in touch with you just a few hours ago and said, "Hey, would you be willing to share?" And you were like, "Sure." You've not even been here a month, right? Like you just started, you said May 9th, May 10th. That's amazing. I'm really thankful for you, and I'm cheering you on, and I know this entire group is. And I think if you just continue to share your story, and it is very evident in the way that you speak that you love people and you have such a great, beautiful heart. If you just continue to shine in who you are and in your strength zone, and you're sharing your story and you're helping other people, and you're consistent, I think that you're going to see incredible success. And I'm so, so excited for you. Thank you for sharing your story, Sierra. You're awesome. And go and take a look at the chat. So many people are just cheering for you. So beautiful. Okay, let's get back to the shared screen. Okay. So thank you, Sierra, for sharing that with us. We mentioned our Club 100 and how we had just a lot of fun. Like, it was the launch of it. We kind of knew, like, this, we're open-handed here. We're trying to figure out what's going to work. Here are our goals. This is what we want to see happen. And then we had just so many people say they wanted to be a part of it. And when they joined, they couldn't just join. They had to, like, say, yeah, I'm committed to doing these things. I understand what Club 100 is about. I want to be a part of this. I want to, get back into my business, or I want to strengthen my business, or I want to learn how I can help duplicate so I can grow other business builders. And so they stepped into this, and some just flourished. Some had a hard time. May was really hard. And so that's why we're continuing with June and July. We're going to continue for a good 90 days and just see how this goes for us, because we don't want to just give it 30 days and then stop. So we're really excited about the future of Club 100. I'm not going to read these in detail, but these are just some actual quotes that I got from people who gave us their end of month evaluations. I am going to quote this from Crystal because this was awesome. Crystal Frank told us today, with the help of Club 100, I actually doubled my point growth from April to May. That is amazing. We heard about how a lot of people talked about how the challenges were really great. We do a Monday through Friday daily action, and they were talking about how they weren't overwhelming. It was really great to have that guidance. It wasn't something that would take a ton of time. Gina Jameson talked about how it was really nice. She could get her stuff done in 15 minutes. People were talking about the structure of what we were doing, how it was super beneficial to them. The tasks were really helpful. It got people out of their comfort zone. It helped with community. It helped with personal growth. Sarah Jo Morris talked about the breakout session and connecting with people and learning from other people. And then I love this. Brittany just said Club 100 brought a new energy and a confidence with it. So really, really excited for what is to come. For our June Club 100, this is for anyone wanting to build a business. This does not mean you have to be a silver to enter in. It doesn't mean that if you are a sapphire, you can't participate. This is for anyone who's wanting to build a business with Plexus. Our goal with Club 100 is to help people feel strong and confident running a Plexus business. And we do that through guided daily actions, like creating a supportive and helpful and fun community. How many GIFs have we sent out that are just really fun? We focus on training so it can help strengthen your skill set through the 4 pillars, which is recruiting, retaining, duplication, and leadership. Last month, we really honed in on recruiting. This month, we're going to move into retaining and duplication. How do we do that? Just exactly with what I said, with all those different daily tasks. We also have events that we provide that you can invite your potentials to. And then some tweaks that we have made going forward for the month of June. We are going to have weekly guided power hours provided by Joanna and Lacey. It's going to be just 30 minutes because I know there are some people that aren't able to be on our training calls on Monday nights. And so we're just going to have like a tiny little snippet of training, and then we'll have guided power out half-hour guided actions. And we'll do those once a week. Be looking at the team calendar to see when it is. Joe will also put into our chat the times that she's hosting, as well as Lacey. Another tweak that we're doing is we are going to put together a weekly graphic with the actions that we're listing out Monday through Friday, because I know there are some people that have to blitz with their work, and they maybe can only get the majority of their work in on a Monday and maybe a Friday. And so maybe it feels overwhelming to see this thread going through and you're afraid you're missing things. So we're going to have a graphic with a Monday through Friday action checklist that you can take a look at and utilize. Also, something that might be helpful to pass on to people who are interested in growing a business as well, but maybe not ready to join Club 100. We're going to be focusing on more recognition. And then, like I said just a moment ago, we're really going to be focusing on that 90-day push. And we are so open to tweaking, not twerking, but to tweaking as needed. So if there are tweaks that you have, please, and suggestions, please send them our way. Okay, so what is coming in June? This is from corporate. We've got for the new VIPs that you add this month, they get that 10% off, which is so awesome. I really love to be able to like share with people, hey, yeah, this is a cost, but I've got a discount I can give you. And to sweeten the deal, you also get free shipping for your new VIPs between now and the 14th of June. So just know that's not a full entire month of the free shipping. The 10% off is a full free month, but that free shipping is just half a month. So front load your business, front load your conversation so you can help your people with that free shipping saving, which is anywhere from like $7.99 to $9.99. That's awesome. Another thing that Plexus is doing is something that they did years ago, which was super fun. You add 6 new VIPs. So it's add 6, get your kicks. So basically you add 6 and you get a $250 Nike gift card that you can go and customize your own Nike shoes, or you can just go to like the factory outlet and get like 5 pairs of shoes for you and your family with that $250. That's amazing. More to come in June is our June Club 100 edition that we talked about, and then convention. Drop a 1 in the chat if you are coming to convention. That is only in a week and a half, and I'm dying. I'm so excited. Okay, so now we're going to kind of pivot a little here, and we're going to talk through the remainder of our call tonight. We're going to talk through, I don't want to say goals, because I got a message from a friend who said, I made this goal for the month of May, and about a weekend, I realized I wasn't going to hit it. And so I just already felt like I had failed. Like I already felt defeated and like a failure. Those are not her exact words, but roundabout. That's what she said to me. And I think sometimes that happens with goals of like, okay, I have a goal to be at this rank. And when that doesn't happen, you might feel like the wind has been blown out of your sails, and that might be really hard. John Maxwell talks a lot about the difference between goals and growth. And he talks about how when you set a goal, that's like a one destination. And like once you get there, if you get there, then it's kind of like, okay, what now? But versus growth, and how he talks about like that is actually the preferred thing, is just continuing to grow, having that desire to grow. And so instead of saying let's talk goals, I want to talk about desired outcomes. Like, what is your desired outcome here with your Plexus business? And we're going to talk through that by setting tangible objectives and tangible outcomes that you deeply desire, while creating a system to make it happen. Because when we entered into Club 100, we had everybody in May give a little graphic and do 3 goals that they had for that month. And I would love, like in the chat, if you did not meet any of your goals, just say me. Just say me, because I think there are a lot of us that had set goals that we didn't meet, and that felt discouraging, and then you just kind of give up. So we want to help create a system for you where you can lay out your goals or your desired outcome with a healthy system, a healthy habit, a healthy focus on how you can get to that place. So I want you to take a look at the right here, where we've got this little graphic. Some of you are new, and so that's why we put the points on here, but you see points, rank level, and monthly income. This is the average monthly income. So take a look at that. Take a screenshot of it if you want. And I want you to just sit for a minute, and I just want you to think about next December, December 31st, 2026. Where would you like to be when looking at this rank graphic or this monthly payment in 7 months? Where would you like to be? And don't sit here and be like, oh gosh, I've done this a bazillion times and like it's not going to happen. Don't be jaded like that. I want you to seriously like take those negative thoughts and throw them out the window. And I want you to think about it. And I want you to put it in the chat. Where do you deeply desire to be next December, December 31st. Ooh, Jan, I love that. Faith, you guys, this is amazing. Keep them coming, you guys. A few more. Okay, so hold on to that. And actually write that down. I want you to write down the points. I want you to write down the name of the rank that you would really like to be at by December and write down that monthly income. Write it down somewhere for you to see, okay? All right, I'm going to play this video if I know how to do this. Joe, I'm still seeing you. So, oh gosh, how do I do this? Sorry. Okay. How do I do this? Is this it? Oh my gracious.
Well, your
Hold on.
screen,
What?
something's working. I see your screen moving, so it seems like you're in the right direction.
Well, I have this thing up. Okay, maybe I just have to get out of this. Shoot. Well, it's a video, you guys. Let me see. Does
Well,
this
we can see what you're doing.
dang it?
So if it's on there, we will be able to see it because you're still screen sharing.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put. Can you see it, Joe? This it says Google right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play this video and it's on Instagram. It's from James Clear. He's the author of the habits. High performance habits is Brendan, whatever. Atomic Habits, right? That's James Clear, Atomic Habits. This is just a short little like 1 minute thing that he has on his Instagram with John Maxwell. It immediately starts. So I can't go back, but it immediately starts. So take notes, you guys, because it's really, really powerful. Joe, I'm going to play it, but I need you to give me a thumbs up to make sure you can hear it. Okay? Ready? Oh, wait. Now it's taking just a moment. Hold, please. Oh, geez. I had it all teed up and ready to go. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Thanks, Kanya. Well, God is good. Oh, do you see it kind of coming up, Joe? All right. Sorry, you all. Here we
Yeah,
go. Oh,
I can
great.
see it's about to load.
Oh, here we go.
Target, the thing your goal is your desired outcome, the target, the thing you're shooting for. What is your system? It's the collection of daily habits that you follow. And if there is ever a gap between your goal and your system, if there's ever a gap between your desired outcome and your daily habits will always win. Almost by definition, your current habits are perfectly designed to deliver your current results. So whatever system you've been running, whatever collection of habits you've been following for the last, say, 6 months or year or 2 years, it's carried you almost inevitably to the outcomes that you have right now. And that's kind of one of the great ironies of life. We also badly want better results. We also badly want to make more money or reduce stress or be more productive or get in shape. But the results are not actually the thing that needs to change. It's like fix the inputs and the outputs will fix themselves. Design a better system, create a better collection of daily habits, and you'll be carried kind of naturally to a different destination. And that's why sometimes I'll say, like, goals are for people who care about winning once. Systems are for people who care about winning repeatedly. If you want to get results again and again, then it's the system that drives you forward. Your goal is your desired.
Did you guys hear that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I would love, did anything stand out to any of you guys from what he was saying? I know it was kind of fast and furious. Anything stand out to any of you?
A lot stood out to me. For example, your habits will deliver your desired outcome. Like, for a long time, I had a desire to lose weight, right? And I had gotten up to 264 pounds, and that's a lot. And I was getting unhealthy. I was fatigued. And then in February, I started our Slim and Trim combo. And I said, you know what? If I want to reach this goal, I have to change what I'm doing. And this relates to me, even with my Plexus business. But I changed what I was doing. I changed my system, and I've lost 40 pounds already. And I mean, my goal is 135, but I changed everything that I am doing. Not only am I doing the combo, but I'm not eating sugar. I'm not eating pasta. I'm not eating bread. I'm working out. So, like, that whole system is allowing me and giving me, it's helping me to reach that goal. It's just not a desire. I'm not just saying I want to lose weight, right?
Yeah,
I'm
that's right.
changing everything that I'm doing. And so, yeah, that can transform into our businesses too. Like, we can't
That's
just
right.
say, I want to be Emerald by December. Well, what are you going to do to get to Emerald? Because just saying it isn't going to get you there.
That's right. That's right. Jan, that's amazing. I am so proud of you. So again, okay, so here's my question for you. Like, when you were saying you were wanting to lose weight, but you weren't really seeing any results, what were your normal habits before this decision?
Well, basically, I hated exercise. For those of you who know me, I know I've been missing in action for a little while, but I'm a single mom of 8, and I'm extremely busy. And I hated exercise. I always told my daughter Rebecca, I don't have time to fit this into my schedule, so I didn't exercise. Number
Yeah.
2, I hated to eat healthy.
Yeah.
It's much quicker when I can just grab something and go. But what I
Yeah.
realized is when you're grabbing those things, normally they're very high in calories. Convenience kills you. And
Mhm.
so I had to start sauteing vegetables, preparing meat. I eat a lot of protein now and a lot of fruit and vegetables. And that takes planning and preparation because, like, if I have a busy day, I have to plan out some meat and take some vegetables with me, take a protein shake with me. And if I don't do those things, I'm going to be really hungry. Which, well, at first I was hungry. I'm not hungry
Sure.
anymore. 'Cause,
Sure.
there's as you cut down on what you're eating, it like I could get full now on just a small salad, which is really cool. I love it. But anyway, so I was doing a lot of convenience things. I was
Yeah.
eating a lot of carbs. I didn't even realize actually how many carbs I was in fact eating
Yeah.
until I was intentional about tracking. Now I'm very intentional about what I'm tracking, what I'm eating. And because the combo in itself is not going to help you to lose the weight by itself. Like, I used to take our supplements, but I wasn't eating healthy. I wasn't exercising. And
Yeah.
so you can take Slim and Trim, right? And not change your habits, and you're still not going to lose the weight. It has to be a combination of all of
Yeah.
the things.
That's right. That's right.
So
Well, thank you, Jan. That is so beautiful, and I am so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see more of your story. So please promise to be posting so we can see and cheer you along with your journey.
thanks, Emily.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything that stood out to them from that 1 minute little clip?
I love that it's like you don't have to rely on like getting that like the dream team or like the unicorn of like, oh, that would be so nice if like I don't know, like the wishing, the hoping, like you just have to put in the habit, like implement the little habits and they all add up to the big wins. And that's what I love. It's like you take action, results come. And that's so like, I don't know, that's just like so hopeful and encouraging to me to know like you don't have to rely on like a magic business builder or something. Like it's up to you.
Yeah. I liked how he was talking about that gap between your desired outcome and your habits, and the habits will always win. Like, if your habits are not matching that desired outcome, like Jan was talking about, your habits will always win. And at the bottom here, I have what he said about the system to reach those desired outcomes are the collection of daily habits that you follow. Exactly like what Jan was just talking about with her. Hannah, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I find it so empowering because I can get very overwhelmed and lost in the big picture. But the way you explained to Emily, the way that he shared it in the video, it just brings it back to like, what do I need to do today? What do I need to do now that will take me to the end result and the big picture. So it just feels like we can take these action steps, and they're not big, but if we implement them all, daily, consistently, then it's going to take us there.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what he said at the very end, where goals equal winning once, whereas systems and habits are winning repeatedly. So we have a really fun exercise today. I want everyone to take a screenshot of this because this feels like a lot. And ChatGPT told me not to share it with you guys because it said that you guys would get overwhelmed. But when I looked at it and when I actually filled in the blank and I put it into chat, it was awesome. So take a screenshot of this. And what we're going to do, this is a chat prompt that you can kind of figure out for you specific where you are right now versus where you want to be, and in your season of life that you're in, what your current challenges, struggles, responsibilities are, the time that you have to give a day or a week. It's going to help give you focus and steps. So take a screenshot of that, and I will actually, I will, in a moment, I'll put it into the chat. But what I want you guys to do is we're going to have a time for exercise right now, not physical exercise like jumping jacks, but actual like brainstorming exercise for you. What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to, how do I want you to do this? I do want you to do this whole entire darn chat GPT thing. I do. I want you to do this whole prompt. So I will put it in the chat in just a minute. I want you guys to copy it and I want you to fill in the blank, and then I want you to spend a little bit of time reading through what it tells you. And you can see here that I have 6 little bullet points that I wrote out for us of like, okay, what are maybe a daily focus that you could have, a weekly focus that you have, your end of year goal that you could have. What is maybe your 30-day goal, your 90-day goal? How can you do this without burnout? So these are all just questions that you can be pondering and thinking through as you're working through this chat prompt. I'm going to turn off this screen share and I'm going to get that chat prompt so that way you guys can go ahead and put it in. Look through
Hi,
it.
Emily. I
Yeah.
copied and pasted it into the chat.
Oh, you're so good. Thank you. Okay, great. Thank you, Joe. Okay, but is it something that people can like copy and paste themselves?
Yeah, go to the Club 100 Messenger chat. You can copy and paste it.
Okay, would you mind doing that and putting in this chat too for the people who are on? Just in
Yeah.
case they're not Club 100. Okay, anyways, go ahead and fill in that chat prompt, put it into chat. We're going to spend about 5-10 minutes with you guys just kind of combing through it and thinking through what are your goals, 30-day, 90-day, end of day, or end of year. What can your daily focus be on? What can your weekly focus be on? What feels good about this? What feels hard about this? Okay, and then we're going to get into breakout sessions in just a moment. So we'll go for about 10-ish minutes. Okay. I know that this is a lot. That's why ChatGPT told me not to give it to you because they said that you guys would be overwhelmed. But I think it is so cool and such a great exercise that I wanted you guys to kind of get some eyes on it right now. But then again, this is your business party favor where you're going to be able to go back and utilize this and play around with this for the next couple of weeks, honestly. But I do want us to have a little bit of time to have some conversation, like kind of talk through what we're seeing, what feels good, what feels doable, maybe like an aha moment. Um, was anything, and we're going to do that in a breakout. Good, yay! Brooke just said for me, it actually made the goal realistic. That's it. Like it breaks it down to where it's like, okay, I can do this. This doesn't feel as hard or as out of my strength zone as I'm making it. Okay, yay! I'm so glad. Would anybody want to just like share just for like 30 seconds of like maybe something that was encouraging to them from reading their little chat thing? Don't be shy.
I will share quickly. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we don't
Okay.
have to be quick.
I'm just going to share the very first thing it said. Well, couple first things it said. It says you have something working important in your favor. Your goal is not to become a full-time network marketer tomorrow. Your goal is to build a retirement bridge over the next 4.5 years while still honoring your faith, family, health, and career. And I don't know, that just was like, yeah, that's me. And then when it said then over the next 90 days, the first thing it says is it has big red X's. Instead of focusing on senior goal, 250 points, income goals, focus on this. And then boom, boom, boom. It starts listing out the steps and putting in there what are my non-negotiables. Nothing like, and I'm just gonna say this, like it's not stuff I've never heard before, but it's just in a format that I can relate to.
Good old ChatGPT. It knows us, man. Anybody else have anything that felt really good before we do breakout groups?
I
Oh,
just
she
love
No, you go ahead.
I just love the reminder that it's about connecting with people. So like it's not just about sending messages about Plexus, but also connecting. So it's both, which is sometimes where I get in my head of like, oh, I didn't send a message about Plexus necessarily, but I connected with 10 people. That's important too. And so like seeing how it's like that's how you're going to build momentum. Again, I know this stuff kind of like Gina. I know that, but the reminder of that's valid too and that counts. Oh, that counts too. Don't disvalue that. Um I don't know. It was a really nice reminder.
Sierra, go ahead.
Um, this one it says daily non-negotiables, just a few. Follow up with 3 to 5 people. Start 3 new conversations. Post 1 authentic piece of content. Check in with 1 existing customer and like personal development, which takes 10 minutes. Like those are like very simple. Like this is my first time to ever do something like this, but I'm like, wow, like that's so simple.
So I'm so glad that this was a helpful exercise. We are going to split up into small groups. What I would love for your little conversation to be, we'll do about 10 minutes, you guys. What I would like for your conversation to be is for you to share what your end of year goal is and then share what feels doable and what makes it feel like, okay, I can do this. So exactly what Sierra said of like it share telling me to do these things. I can do that. I'd love for you guys to share that. And then maybe you guys can even talk about like, okay, well, it's telling me to do this and I don't really feel comfortable with that, or I don't really know how to do that. How do you guys do that? So like learn from one another because where you might feel like a little muddy or blurry, somebody else might be really, really strong in that area. So, I'm going to split us into groups of like 3 or 4, just so it's not huge. And then we'll come back in 10 minutes and wrap this bad boy up. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you're having fun with this. Okay. All right, here we go. If you need me to move you, let me know. Sierra, I'm about to screen share, so I'm only probably going to see you. Well, actually, let me see. I'm going to do one last screen share, and I'm going to just need whoever I see. Yep, Sierra, it's you. Will you just tell me when everybody is on? Just give me a thumbs up. All you have to do is just give me a thumbs up when you see that we've got probably like 18-ish people on. Do you see the people on here? Don't worry, it's not, don't be stressed. I've asked you far too many things to do today. We're
There's
just gonna
16 right now, Emily.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much, you guys. Um, so I want to hear in a moment. Actually, we don't have time. I want to respect everybody's time. I hope that you got really great insight, direction, clarity, discernment, focus for what lies ahead for you and your business. Closing us out, there's just this one little thing I want to share, and then Joe, if you have anything you want to say. Most people, and we've been here a long time. I've been here 9.5 years. Most people do not fail because they're not capable. They fail because they are inconsistent, they're overwhelmed, or they don't have direction. And I hope that what you got from tonight is seeing that simple action done consistently can change everything. And if you are doing the simple action consistently and you're not seeing fruit and you've given it 90 days and you've been open-handed to tweak and make adjustments and you've done everything you know to do, then go back to ChatGPT and share with it, like utilize it, share with it what you're doing and ask for it to give you some tweaks. Go to your upline, go to your sideline, go to somebody in here and work together, because the only way you're going to fail genuinely is if you quit. And all of you are totally capable. So that's all I had. Joe, did you have anything that you wanted to share before we close out?
No, I think that is amazing. I love how you ended it there. We are going to talk a little bit about just like how to like reduce overwhelm, but we can talk about that in the chat because it's 7 and I think you wrapped it up beautifully.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on. I would love, if you are in Club 100, I'd love for you guys to put in the chat maybe something you're excited about, like that you saw from your ChatGPT prompt. Maybe a focus or something that felt good for you. I would love to see that. So feel free to do that in your chat. And we love you guys. We will see you next Monday for the Club 100 exclusive training. If you are not yet committed to doing Club 100 and you're really interested, this is kind of what our flow looks like with our training calls. Then let your sponsor know and we'll add you to Club 100. Next week, it's all about retention. And we'll do some exercises where, again, you get to walk away with a business party favor. Can't wait. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.